this is much measuring stick. You've got to take care of teams that are really depleted with stars, and this Seattle team is certainly one of them. I love that mindset that Dallas has been talking about. Let's see if they get out there and do it.
You see Sonia Rahman in Dolson, the pitch back, kick out three, does not go as Beckers comes down with it. Here's Beckers working off Shepard. Splits the defenders. Kick out, Flood for three, knocks it down. What a start for AZ Flood, still hot.
And it's demoralizing because Dallas actually did a really nice job on that initial pick and roll action, but it was the second look and Flood.
Worston can't answer back as Shepard pulling down the first rebound coming off of that beautiful triple-double against Vegas. As Amy talked about in the open, here's a Gubawale on the pull-up jumper. Got every part of the rim but the net as Heidemann goes the other way. Heidemann off the screen from Dolson. No good as Beckers comes up with the loose ball. Agumawale off the mark. Flage telling us before the game after shooting on this morning, she's got to get better with her shot mechanics.
Sometimes it's more mental, right? And just calm it down a little bit.
And they're going to get a jump ball called. Good defense from the rookie and AZ Flood.
Well, let's not forget, AZ's averaging also stealing a block again. And I'm a sucker for it. It's fun. It's one of the best things she does, but she does so many other things too.
Agumawale with the loose ball off the jump. Beckers has Melvin to beat on the bounce to Shepard. Recollects and gets the finish. An early 5-0 lead here for Dallas.
Well, you already just see that mentality. Run, run, run for the Wings. Everything's always full speed ahead.
Johnson off the crossover, pull up three, doesn't go. Loose ball collected by Beckers. Beckers with 3 rebounds here in this ball game already. Ends up with Agumawale for 3. And she can't get it to fall. Johnson pushing, they got a 3-on-1. And a turnover there for Seattle. That's been part of the issue as well.
Well, and that's when we're talking about just calm down. You said it's like called be quick, don't hurry. Like you've got to be quick in your decision making, but you can't hurry things. 3 on, we'll say 1.5. They had a trailer. Yeah, you got to get something. And to me, even Flage's previous 3-point attempt, it was a good look. She almost looked rushed in taking it, and we know she can hit that.
And the rushing was part of that conversation with her at shoot-around. Was not just the mechanics. I feel like I'm rushing my shot. That's one of them. Here's Segrist for 3. That's off the mark as Melvin controls the glass for Seattle. Melvin trying to turn the corner. Kick out. Heidemann now with it. 10 on the shot clock to work with Worston. Attacking, hanging in the paint. Doesn't get the bounce. Dolson the rebound, but it will be Dallas basketball.
But I do appreciate that possession for Seattle because I do believe if they have really quick shots that are good, you have to take them, of course. But when we talk about keeping games in the mud, like your shot selection has to be great against Dallas because of how quickly and efficiently they get on transition. So sometimes kind of wearing the shot clock down, it isn't going to be the worst thing for Seattle tonight.
Pick and roll action. Shepard with the control and finish. And it's an early 7-0 lead here for the Wings at home. Awafam into the game for the first time. The hook shot doesn't go. And they're very excited to have her back in the fold for Seattle. Shepard. Segrist made herself available. Doesn't get the finish. Dolson clearing. 0 for 7 start here for Seattle. Johnson the 3. Now 0 for 8. Getting good looks though. Shepard pushing all the way. And and deflected out of bounds by Heidemann.
Well, you said good looks, and they certainly are for Seattle, but look at Dallas and this pick and roll action right here. Paige Beckers, Jessica Shepard. It looks seamless. It looks like they've been doing that for a long time together. Earlier today, Shepard told us that her passing is just superior.
Wale was off the mark on that one, forced him back into the ballgame. Johnson might have been the easiest look they've had all night, and they needed it.
Well, you take it, and this is the biggest reason why, Megan, they get to get back instead of defense right here. So now you have to lock down and get a stop, try to stack some possessions here.
Becker sidestep, jumper doesn't go. Heidemann, little in out, hesitation, dribble. And we are going to get a whistle and a foul. Going to be called on AZ Fudd, just the first for the rookie, as Natisha Heidemann will step to the free throw line.
Well, but that's got to be the read too, right? Isolation, one-on-one. If she's got that foot speed advantage, and Natisha Heidemann has a foot speed advantage on a lot of players in this league, downhill first. And, I mean, she's taking a career high 11 shots a game. I know it's early on, but again, without some of their stars available, there's a bit more on her to look to be aggressive. And I think for a player like her in her 8th season, please, we need you to run things. We need you to look to score, and you got to embrace that. I think she certainly has.
Gets both. Alana Smith checking into the ball game for the first time here for Dallas. Seeger is getting the start once again. Smith against Vegas was not available due to illness. Here's a Wale pull-up jumper, does not go. Heidemann the rebound, and even in the preseason, talking to Natisha Heidemann, she was very excited about this new look for her with Seattle and the opportunity as Flajay Johnson's off the mark. Slide working off Smith. Smith was alone in the paint. Here she is on the kick out in the corner. That's off the mark. Heidemann and Fudd fighting for the loose ball rebound. And it's a 3-point ball game here from Arlington.
great caveat.
And each team, we'll talk throughout the game about what this means, but each team has a foundation within the local area. And each game matters, win or loss. There is a donation amount made, but at the end of it, that championship game, there's money on the line. There's Jessica Shepard. How about that out of timeout? That's a focus for Jose Fernandez in this one.
Yeah, it's being great. Good teams execute out of timeouts, and getting Jessica Shepard the ball in the paint, I would say, is a very high percentage shot.
Forston attacking. And that one deflected out of bounds. It will stay with Seattle. They'll have 5 on the shot clock to work with. Here's Johnson, baseline jumper. Doesn't get that one. Smith pushing. Just 1 of 11 from the floor is Seattle in this ballgame. Here's Tom with the steal.
6'8" wingspan, like that is going to happen for her often. And everyone else got to be on lookout for her. When she's in full stride, wow.
Nice slip by Dolson and the find from Heidemann. Three-point lead here, just under 4 minutes to go. Fudd in the corner. Doesn't go. Ogunbowale comes up with a loose ball. And Ogunbowale will head to the free throw line.
Well, Stephanie Dolson has been the ultimate stabilizer. Her leadership and her experience for this young group has been perfect, but then just making reads on the court like this, it's a quick hit and slip to the rim. There's that paint defense that Dallas does struggle with, right? Not a whole lot of backside help or communication, but I love what Coach told us about Stephanie Dolson today. She's got a calm demeanor, but a killer instinct, and she has been so good. And you know what? I know she doesn't take a lot of shots, but 9 games into the season, she's got herself a 50, 40, 90.
I love it.
I don't care
I love it.
at what point it is. And so I just, she's been perfect for what this team needs. And when they get those young players back, I expect that her voice does not change.
Ogunbowale good on both free throws. Here's Melbourne attacking. Shepard with the rebound and pushing. Smith. Ogunbowale try to go back to Smith, taken away. Here's Pham. Awa Pham coming off of that Spanish League title, which is why she is just in her 4th ball game in her WNBA season as she gets the baseline jumper.
And it starts out a pick and roll, and Melbourne didn't like the first look, got her on the second. So just great offense, lots of patience and poise.
11-8 lead here for the Wings. Beckers in the corner, but that 3 doesn't go. Forston with the loose ball rebound. Melbourne, little hesitation, attacks. Are they going to give it to her, or are they going to wave it off? The officials will converge.
Well, we got to just check out and see where the gather is. There's the grab. So it's actually, I'd say, a pretty smart foul from Arrigue before Melbourne can get into a shooting action. It is going to be sideline out of bounds. But your bigger question is, again, no help side. That paint is wide open, and something that Dallas is going to have to continue to talk about, giving up 46 points a night in the paint.
Here's Cook, foul line jumper. That's a smooth jumper for Zach Cook. And it's now a 1-point lead here for Dallas. 2:20 to play in this opening quarter. Beckers probing into the body of Melbourne.
That one's going to count.
That one they're going to count. I was waiting for the nod.
Let your game do your talking. Oh, you want an N1. Here, let me show you. And it comes from a big hit. And Melbourne tries to recover over top of a second screen. And actually, she did a nice job, I think, of staying square and vertical.
We'll leave it at that. Beckers extends this to a 4-point lead. Cook works off Pham. And they're going to get Pham with the illegal screen. And talking to Coach before the game, she said that was kind of one of the slow things that Awa Pham is experiencing, is just the way this game is officiated in the W versus how it's officiated overseas.
100%. But you know what? She's going to learn quick because she's playing through everything. Like, she's learning in game. There's not a lot of practice. And 19 years old, she doesn't even turn 20 until later this month. One of 14 players to ever play in this league as a teenager.
Odyssey Sims into the ball game. Alana Smith picking up the exact same screening foul.
I feel I've seen this so much, right? One illegal screen very quickly turns into a second illegal screen. And if you're like me and you hate illegal screens,
I'm with you.
Cringe.
Cook working off Mackenzie Holmes. Pull up jumper. That one was left short. Under 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Around the horn. Fudd now with it. Kicking. James, the floater. Doesn't get that one as Melbourne comes up with the rebound. Up the floor. Here's Samuelson. Returning to play. Awa Pham with the hook shot doesn't go. Smith is swarmed and fouled.
Well, Coach Rahman also talked about the first 3 steps after a Seattle field goal attempt being so important because they don't want the top fast break team to get on transition. So while you look at that and say, oh, it's a foul, I don't think it's the worst thing. Sometimes you take them because now you can get back and get set with just a minute left here in the first quarter. Not a bad one.
And Dallas right around 13 points a game in fast break action. Go slower.
Well, I love that. Sometimes, if you're going to make a mistake, do it going 100%.
Ten on the shot clock. Here's James attacking. Gets that one to fall. Holmes, lob inside. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Alana Smith.
And that's an unfortunate one for Dallas because that time they had great weak side help. James looked like she was about to pick that one off.
The second one on Smith. So Smith to the bench, Shepard back in for Dallas. Here's Samuelson. Melbourne, 8 on the shot clock. Pham. That three's off the mark, loose ball. Sims with it. 4-second difference between shot and game clock. Five on the shot clock here for Dallas. Shepard spinning, attacking. Misses, gets her own, and a shot clock violation. The baseline fans are saying it hit the rim. The officials didn't see it hit the rim.
They don't want the help from the entire arena, letting them know it hit the rim.
Jose Fernandez is pleading with Angel Kent that it hit the rim and to take a look at it. Nonetheless, here's Melbourne, 2 seconds on the clock. Melbourne for 3. And the first quarter will come to an end, a 6-point ball game, Amy.
Well, it's not the highest scoring
Nice spin move from Shepard. How about the finish?
Taking 6'4" with a 6'8" wingspan right into the paint and going over top.
Longest lead of the ball game here for the Wings, and Beckers has 4 assists on 7 of the made field goals here for Dallas. Johnson got James in the air, and they're going to get a whistle on the foul prior to any jump ball action.
Well, I love the intention to attack there from Flage. You have to continue to respond because look at this. I mean, she sizes up the rookie and the spin. This is timing, but then also precision, making that spin nice and quick. So that's a really tough one to recover for. I love what she spoke about. I mean, let's not forget Jessica Shepard's coming from a Minnesota team last season, a traditional, powerhouse veteran teammates. And now she's with this young group. And she had a big smile on her face, Megan, telling us, it's the day-to-day growth that she's seeing with this group. It also helps that they're scoring at a great rate. I find teams that score a lot, they usually have a lot of fun together. But even in the back hall, some of the exchanges with her and her teammates, and you certainly feel that this Dallas program is heading in the right direction.
Two of 4 from the line is Seattle as a team. Here's Sims. The floater doesn't go. Shepard trying to fight for that loose ball rebound. It ends up with Segrist. Here's James. Got by Johnson. Layup goes. A 9-0 run here for Dallas. A 10-point lead for the Wings. Lexi Brown into the ball game here for Seattle. 8 on the shot clock. Katie Lou Samuelson jumper. Doesn't go, and a late whistle to the displeasure of the longtime veteran, 14th year, Alicia Clark, one of the best on-ball defenders in the W.
And Alicia Clark, I mean, she got big minutes in that Vegas win, and it was because of her experience and leadership, and she was big. I mean, 18 minutes in that game. She only took 2 shots because that might not be her role, but again, when you talk about puzzle pieces of good teams, Alicia Clark is certainly one of them.
And USA's Wednesday W headers continue this Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. The Tempo head to NYC to take on the Liberty. Then the Mercury go up against rookie Flage Johnson and the Storm. And it all happens right here on USA. Amy, you're in studio? No? You get the week off?
I'll be a fan. I'll be watching.
Here's Shepard. And they're going to get a foul called on Flage Johnson. Was she in the act of shooting? The fans say yes. It didn't work in their favor on that shot clock violation.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, Flage. I think her intention is great. She's trying so hard to do the right things, right? Like, she's going up for the big block. Jessica Shepard, unfortunately, was not going up for the shot. And so it's going to be on the ground. See, you do appreciate that she's trying to make big plays. She's trying to will her team to big wins.
Jumper for James off the mark. Here's Brown. Flage Johnson is 4th in league in blocks with 1.6 a game. So she does have the ability to read the way the shot is going up. Here she is off the handoff, attacking the no-look, and going to head right back to the free throw line as that foul is going to be called on Alicia Clark.
It's the second time early tonight, Megan, that we've seen Flage just respond off of something that hasn't went well for them on the other end. Getting into the paint, drawing a foul. There's a lot on her shoulders to start her W career. We know her off-court adventures. Like, she can handle a lot going on. So that's not going to be a problem for her.
Flage gets the first free throw. Beckers, Fudd, and Ogumbawale all return to the ball game. And good on both free throws. Coming this to an 8-point lead for Dallas. Amy Audibert, Megan McPeak with you here from Arlington, Texas. 2 minutes gone by of this second quarter. 10 on the shot clock here for Ogumbawale. Got it back off the handoff from Shepard. 4 seconds now. Shepard, 2 seconds. Attacking, goes baseline, 1 foot fadeaway. Doesn't go as Samuelson comes up with the rebound.
Seattle is fighting over screens in this game, and Dallas is not creating too many advantages.
Melvin. Here's Flajay Johnson in the corner. That doesn't go. It will be Dallas basketball. It has been nearly 5 minutes of action without a field goal for Seattle.
Yeah, how can you stay in the fight? Like, that's the big thing for them, because they have had struggles scoring. They're ranked 14th out of 15 teams, under 79 points a game, but they've also got a top 5 defense in terms of rating. So they've got to just stay in fights. That's on this end of the court for them.
Bud got Heidemann in the air, knocks down the jumper. That was a much-needed bucket. 2:26 of the first quarter was the last field goal for Seattle.
And it's a beautiful setup from Heidemann. You're that just, all right, easy drop one, crowd goes wild, get back down and respond.
22-14 lead here, second quarter action. 8 on the shot clock for the Wings. Beckers works off the screen. 4 seconds. Beckers comes back middle. Doesn't go. Clark fights for the offensive board. Reset to 14. They've got it with 12. And Beckers into the paint. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound again here for Dallas. Beckers on the post up. Off the window. Foul. And an and one opportunity.
Well, there were 3 attempts on that possession where Beckers felt like she got fouled. You could see the bench getting fired up. So post Flajay up. Watch this. Didn't get the call, didn't like it. Sit down and get the ball back. You demand the ball. And right when she caught it, you go, oh, she's going. This time it's an and one. But it's the reaction. She's, fine, you don't want to give me the call. I'm going to go get it myself. But this is Paige Beckers at her best, right? And you have to believe that she feels now, I mean, the tools around her, like, really in a position to do something special. Look at this. Like, now she's mad.
Agumawale, that's off the mark. Forston. She should be mad. She's nearly an 80% free throw shooter.
Look at the rebound. That would have been a big possession.
Heidemann into her dribble bag. Pull-up jumper goes.
Here we go. Let's get to the courses.
Back to an 8-point lead for Dallas. And there's 6 to play in the half. Brown off the turnover. Forston lays that up and in.
There's your defense to offense. Right there.
And Beckers dribbles it off of her foot, and then Flajay turns it over. Just an errant pass. Pass fake from Shepard. Doesn't get the bounce on that one, but Agumawale, offensive rebound, and puts it up and in. And Sonia Rahman wants a timeout. kick out. Segrist. She connects from 3, up to a 9-point lead now.
The shot making can be contagious, and every time Dallas hits one, you wonder, is that going to be the one to get them going?
Heidemann, kick out to Dolson. Forced it. Lob inside. Segrist able to deflect that into the hands of Beckers. Cross court, Ogumawale. That one is in and out. She has been getting great looks, and they have been halfway down and out, Amy.
Good shooters, short-term memory.
Heidemann is going to head to the free throw line for 3. As Beckers is going to get whistled for the foul.
Such a big punchback. 3 opportunities here from the free throw line, right? And you're staying in the fight. That's the most important thing for Seattle right now.
Press play on live cup games with WNBA League Pass. Stream more live Commissioners Cup games and access more ways to watch than ever. Get League Pass today for $39.99 per year. That is a steal, Amy. I like a good sale. I know that's not a sale, but that's a steal. With taxes, it's like 42 something.
That is crazy. It's been one of my favorite deals for a very long time.
100%. I'm with you.
I got it
for
for
my mom.
I almost feel bad, right? Like, you sure? I can't give you more. You're real good.
I got it from my mom.
You big
Might be
spender.
tuned in right now.
You must know someone that knows someone.
Heidemann able to get all 3 of those to cut this back to a 6-point ball game.
Let's go Wings.
Under 4 minutes to play here in the half. Beckers baseline and deflected out of bounds off of Mackenzie Holmes, so it'll stay with Dallas. They'll have 8 on the shot clock to work with here.
Jordan Horsey with suffocating defense, using her length. Paige could not see out of that drive.
Shepard in the paint, trying to work on Dolson. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Segrist lost the handle, and they're going to get a shot clock violation.
Well, Dallas right now is offensively a little off. I mean, when that ball was dead in the middle, they had 2 players posting up in the paint right beside each other. This is where you got to start working through things. I mean, Seattle is putting so much great pressure on the ball. It's not popping around so easy.
Melvin working off Dolson, pitch back. 10 on the shot clock here. Holmes has it taken away by Sims. Sims, handoff. Segrist doesn't get the layup. Loose ball. And Dolson was out of bounds as she was trying to save that. As Awafam will return to the ball game.
Let's go Wings.
Beckers. Working with Shepard. Sidestep jumper. Nice little pump fake and finish.
That's muscle memory. That's something that looks like Paige does many times in every single
like
day,
5?
right? And but if you are not pressuring her, right, your defense is just a little half behind, making you pay.
Heidemann. Bomb the offensive rebound. That's the first offensive board for Seattle in this ball game. Here she is trying to back down on Segrist. Hook shot doesn't go as Shepard comes up with it. Shepard attacking, comes back middle, doesn't go, defended, but Segrist with the putback.
Those are the tough ones for Seattle because you get the first stop. It's the second chance opportunity here.
8 offensive rebounds, Amy. It has turned into 16 second chance points.
Almost half.
Heidemann, 4 seconds. Dolson back to Heidemann. That one's well off the mark. Here's Shepard pushing. As Heidemann gets whistled for the foul. A 10-point ball game here. Just over 2 minutes to go in the half.
style, free-flowing offense. You look at the athletes, a couple are out. Like Ezzy Magagor's out the right foot injury. Dom Malonga is still in concussion protocol. There's Dom right there. I mean, those two athletes, and then Awa Pham now with her length. Their defense to offense game is going to be incredible. So everyone's just got to take a deep breath there over in Seattle. I feel like I'm totally going to do this. A storm is coming. I had that written down. I can check it off the list. I mean, it's just so exciting. And there's an understanding with this organization that it is coming, right?
Yeah.
Like they're excited about who they have. The number one thing, though, is you got to get out there and get healthy. You can't do anything without your health in athletics.
This is the 7th game that Dom Malonga is unfortunately missing with that concussion protocol. 4 seconds. Sims has it stripped. It's out of bounds. 2.2 on the shot clock. And with Dom alone, they're missing right around 16 points a game.
And I mean, second game of the season, you don't plan for a concussion, right? I mean, that's one of your biggest pieces, and all of a sudden they're just gone. It's an adjustment.
Shepard, 1 second. Here's Horston. Now Heidemann. 90 seconds to go in the half. Heidemann, nice finish.
And once again, you get back and get set on defense. Right now, the top fast break team in the league in Dallas. 0 fast break points in this one, Megan.
Bud kicks it, extra one. Segrist, pump fake, pull up. That one doesn't go. Chasing down her own rebound. Nice touch pass to Sims. Kick out. Beckers with time. As Johnson comes up with the rebound. A minute to go here in the half. Johnson in-out dribble attacking Bud. And coming up on the American Express at the half, Daisy and Paige reunited in Dallas after their time at UConn. It'll be a really great feature on the two of them. Excited to see that, and we will get you set, of course, for this second half. Johnson, 6 seconds coming up on the shot clock now. Working off Funk, 4 seconds. And they're going to get her on a travel.
That's the one you look at in film, right? I mean, yes, the time is running down on the shot clock, but spacing has got to be better on that possession for Seattle.
7 turnovers in the ball game for Seattle. Becker, softest screen from Shepard.
Contested.
Biggest lead of the ball game here for Dallas, 36-25. I'd have been working down the shot clock. Attacking Fudge, kick out, Dolson. Factory's off the mark, Horston, back tap, ball in the air, it's Beckers up the floor and deflected out of bounds. 2.6 on the clock here for Dallas.
Well, that pass from Heidemann was incredible to Dolson, but they chop it up. They chop up the fast break. And so there you go. The shot didn't go in, but how do you get a stop or at least contribute?
That's that 3 steps you were talking about from Coach Rahman. Here's Beckers at the end of the half. And that one does not go. Your thoughts on that first half here?
Well, you look at the game, the scoring, you go, wow.
for Seattle. They're looking for something. And a whistle and a foul as Maddie Segrist is going to get called for the foul. Got her hand in the jersey of Flau'jae Johnson. Awa Fam checking into the ball game here for Seattle.
Well, this is it looks like such a big lineup for Seattle. I mean, look at the size out there, and even their guards. Like, Horsty is such a long guard. And I'm saying it again. Their two longest players, two of their three longest players aren't even available to play tonight. And so they're going to have incredible options.
And Awa Fam is still getting used to this style of play for Seattle. They haven't really had more than just one practice to get her implemented. This likes. 10 on the shot clock. Here's Agumbawale in the post. Goes quick. Doesn't get that to go. He wanted the foul. Heidemann. Works off Fam. Low crossover attacking. Goes no look. Taken away by Agumbawale. Up the floor. Beckers. Three in transition. Doesn't go. Melvin the rebound. (41-25) lead here for Dallas. Forston off the mark.
And on that possession, you don't see any offensive rebounders because they're trying to get back.
Shepard comes up with a loose ball and will head to the free throw line.
That's where you would say the frustration for Seattle is, because they didn't have any rebounders at all, right? They're sprinting. Hey, the priority is not necessarily to get offensive rebounds. It's to not allow Dallas get out and run. But Dallas still finds success here on the run, and so something's got to give.
Shepard good on the first free throw. Flau'jae Johnson returning. And Coach Rahman would like to take a timeout here. And we'll take the timeout with them, a 42-25 wing.
very quickly, Dallas said, calm down, everybody. All right, tonight, another AZ night. It's, yes, 7 points, but I love the steal, the block. I think defensively has maybe been her greater impact, but she knocks down the easy ones. 3 for 6 from the field. I think it's a positive thing when you don't have to have one player taking all the shots. So they do such a good job of distributing. She's so poised, rise and fire. It looks like a layup, especially her mid-range game. It's just so impressive. I love talking to her this morning, Megan. You know, we said, is this an important game in terms of, yes, you beat the Dallas, or you beat the Liberty, you beat the Aces. She said, yeah, I mean, everyone in this league is so talented. You can't take any game, no matter who's available or not, for granted. And I mean, I know their shots have not been falling, but I do believe they've been getting some really nice looks tonight.
Here's Fun. 10 on the shot clock, taken away by Shepard. Shepard pushing, drop off to Smith for the layup.
Let's tie it up. Defense.
6 steals in this ball game now for Dallas. And the game started with a 7-0 run for Dallas. They're now on a 9-2 run, as that was a more than needed bucket for the Storm. .5:30 to go here in this third quarter. Here's Fudd. 10 on the shot clock now for the Wings. Fudd back with it. Pull up jumper on the foul line. Gets it to go.
The stop and pop, right? There's some bodies in the paint. I don't need to get all the way down. Just a high level, high quick read.
And she's had the assignment of Natisha Heidemann, who misses the jumper there. Shepard. Attacking, steals the baseline kick out. Becker's 3. That's off the mark. Agumbawale offensive rebound. Horston was shaken up on that one. Here's Agumbawale blocked by Horston.
I mean, Izzy Fudd, everything so smooth. Watch just a quick pass, that little pitch right, just to shift Heidemann. So it's minuscule, but it's enough to get that shot off. The transfer of weight and then the read, finding space and letting it fly.
Lee Rue into the ballgame for the first time for Dallas. A 19-0 second chance opportunity advantage for the Wings. 1 second on the shot clock as Holmes comes up with the rebound for Seattle. Zaya Cook into the ballgame here for the Storm. Here's Cook working off the screen. Kick out to Horston. Back to Cook. 6 on the shot clock. Fires. That one halfway down and out. Smith lines up the 3. Off the mark, Cook. Defensive rebound, excuse me. Cross court, Horston running the floor. Too strong. Found the rebound. She gets the putback.
Now Dallas showing some life, just sprinting down the court and putting themselves in position.
Agumbawale attacking. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Awa Pham. Just the second of the ball game for the rookie.
I really believe when we watch Awa in a month from now, I mean, her growth is going to be so quick. And let's not forget, she's been playing pro since she's 15 years old. So just got over here. Everything's new. Teammates are new. Flage said they've been talking every day since she's been overseas. They kept in touch. They do feel like a very tight-knit group. And Sonia Rahman also said, listen, we know it's not going to be perfect when you're in
as Cook is off the mark, even though she was overseas, not joined them yet, just to make her feel when she did get here that she was part of this team and not that awkward, like getting to know you vibes. Becker's off the screen is fouled. And Paige Beckers, who's nearly a 90 or 80% free throw shooter on the season, will step to the free throw line. And Sonia Rahman is going to challenge, as that is the second foul called on Jade Melvin. And I don't want to jinx it, but Sonia Rahman is 4-0 in challenges this season.
Well, I love it. I mean, trust your player, but also a glance back to the second row, to the back bench.
The officials.
Not sure.
Listen,
Here's my thing. If you're going to foul,
you're going to foul.
it ain't going to be with your fingertips, especially a player like Melvin. I think she likes to use her fouls appropriately.
Well, the other aspect is like, listen, you played the game, Amy. We both did. As players, we never fouled. But this legitimately was one of those times where, like, you actually really didn't foul, and you're like, Coach, I really didn't touch her. This is one where you got to trust your player.
No, but this time I really mean it. I promise.
I know I said it last time, Coach, but this time I promise you.
After review, there was no point of contact on the play. At the time of the whistle, there was no possession. Therefore, play will resume at jump ball center circle, any two. The challenge is successful. Seattle will retain their timeout and play will resume with the jump ball. Thank you.
And to add to that, they will also have the ability to challenge later here in the game. So now 5-0. I'm glad I didn't jinx her. No broadcasters jinx on that one, Coach Rahman.
And that was that was great. It wasn't even a question, absolutely no contact. But this is a great learning example for teams why you always play even after the whistle in terms of grabbing the rebound, because there was no imminent possession. If Seattle was able to go grab that ball, or Dallas, they would have retained possession. So I know you're often trying to preach to your team, like, even though there's a whistle, go get the ball.
Yeah, finish possession.
Yes.
That's what coaches have been saying a lot in the last couple of years, especially in the W's. How are we finishing possessions, whether that's offensively or defensively? So any two center circle can jump it up. It's Giroux and Pham as Melvin comes up with it off the jump, and that's a 2-point swing right there.
She's like, let me finish this off.
Finish possession.
We're not done yet with that phantom foul.
And then James gets behind the defense, and a beautiful find from Alana Smith. Melvin coming right back, misses. Horston offensive rebound, misses herself. Then got the deflection, and it's out of bounds, but it'll go to Dallas.
Well, you know Dallas wants to play quickly. Look at this, seems seamless in terms of the timing. It's just around the horn, a backdoor cut, absolutely no defense around James. So I'm not sure if that was called or just a nice read, but it looked pretty.
Here's James. That one, that's a beautiful lefty stroke.
The layup gets you going, and uh-oh.
Biggest lead of the ball game here for Dallas. 2:10 to go in the quarter. Cook. Palm asking for it. 7 on the shot clock. Step back jumper. That's off the mark. Sims the rebound for Dallas. Switching. As Becker's flanking the left side. But they're going to get Melvin on a foul.
Yeah, that's Odyssey Sims. Change your burst and your speed and just drawing a foul on Jade in a somewhat open court. Another piece to this puzzle is Odyssey Sims, to have her as your backup point guard coming into games. And at times being able to change the tenor of a game. Dallas loves their depth. And I mean, we can see why. We saw it against Vegas. I mean, if you would have told me that Dallas would have won that game with Arike having a really limited role, like that's incredible because she was ill, but it speaks to their depth and it speaks to everybody else contributing. And Odyssey Sims to me is one of those players that can be an X factor on a nightly basis for them. And that's going to be side out of bounds. I mean, it was very clearly on the floor.
Katie Lou Samuelson checking into the ball game here. Good to see her back on the floor in the W. Here's James. Pull-up jumper baseline. Quick 5 points here for James in the third quarter.
7, because it was the layup, it was the 3.
Oh, right, yes.
And now it's the mid-range jumper. I'm just sitting here because it's 3 levels, like bing, bing, bing. I mean, that allowed me to enter the chat here.
8 on the shot clock here for Seattle. Defense from Dallas pushing late into the clock. Well, Melvin says, don't worry, Megan, I got it. And a deflection out of bounds. It will be Seattle basketball. How do they capitalize now after the stop?
They've got to find a way to score. I mean, there's time, but you're going to have to, I mean, still an entire quarter, but you've got to punch. I would love to see Melvin with the ball in her hands again. I think her energy and her toughness and her production has been really important in this third quarter here.
That 3 from Melvin was their first of the ball game. And deflected out of bounds by James. So it gives you 7 on the offensive end and a deflection steal here.
And Cook had to pass up top to get it to the second side. She tried to skip it. And so again, I think you just watch some of this stuff on film. It's not an orchestrated play necessarily.
11th turnover for Seattle of this ball game. Under a minute to go in the third. James with a nice pass to Smith. (57-34) lead here for Dallas. This was a measuring stick game after the 2 wins against the Liberty and the Aces. Katie Lou Samuelson in the corner. She hits it. That's back-to-back threes now for the Storm. Sims got Cook in the air. Kick out to Yeru for 3. Doesn't go. Loose ball. Bodies to the ground, and it'll be Seattle basketball. Shot clock turned off.
I was watching Yeru in her pregame shoot-around. She shoots, it says 20% for the season. She's 1 for 5 from 3 on the season, but I was watching her hit shots like 3 after 3 after 3, not even touching rim. And so her numbers, they don't show she is capable. What a luxury to have your big center, confident three-point shooter.
And James had a foul to give. So 4.4 on the clock here for Seattle. Cook to inbound. Melvin Kicks it. Holmes, 1 second. Doesn't get it to go. And after 3 quarters of basketball, it's a 57-37 lead. Playing for the Young Leaders Strong City. And Amy, we talked about the money. Yes, the players get money, but also if you win, each game you win, that's $3,000 towards the foundation. If you lose, it's $1,000. They also have the Commissioner's Cup basketball. So some may be wondering, okay, it's the 4th quarter. Why might we see some starters on the floor for both teams? Point differential plays a key in the Commissioner's Cup down the stretch.
Well, listen, these are the top competitors in the world. It could be for anything. They're going to compete, but definitely cash money for yourself or for charity, I think is just a pretty big motivation. And so you expect these games to always be ultra competitive the entire time.
Sorry, Amy. Saw him off the mark there. And Dallas will get a nice little break after tonight's game. They don't play again until Friday against Los Angeles in LA. So they're looking forward to the rest. On the flip side, the Mercury will be heading to Seattle to take on the Storm team on Wednesday night. As Mackenzie Holmes gets the layup, we'll have that game right here on USA. I will be heading to the Pacific Northwest.
I was going to say, were you able to get on the plane?
Unfortunately, I couldn't get on the team charter. I will be up early in the morning.
Just a little carry-on, a suitcase.
Here's Smith. And a blocking foul is going to be called. Keep in mind, Coach Rahman has the ability to challenge, should she choose.
the Jade Melvin. Let's not, even that first, if you remember the and one in the first half, the Jade Melvin. It was Paige Becker's one-on-one. Paige got the call. I thought Melvin did a great job of staying squared and tough. And she doesn't love it. Block charges are tough.
Smith gets the first one, and it was enough in question for at least the video folks on the bench for Seattle to tell Coach Rahman not to challenge it, but she did want an explanation from Ken Jones as to where the difference in opinions lay.
Oh, and now with the tough rebound, they drew the rebounding foul on Dallas, so there you go. But I will say the third quarters for Seattle have been problematic. The two losses coming into this game, 9 points in the third quarter against Washington, and then they were minus 13 against Toronto. They gave up 33 and only scored 20. And tonight, another tough third quarter, they were only able to score 12 points. And so it's certainly something to think about and focus on.
Here's Sims. Gets that foul line jumper to go for Dallas as they continue to pour on here. To your point, it was a tie ball game in that tempo game with 3:22 left in the third quarter, and it was a 19-5 run that the Storm allowed for Toronto.
And Toronto actually had their second unit in there.
Yeah.
They went a little smaller. There's just a higher level of execution and energy, and is part of this process.
A 60-39 lead here with 8:25 to go in this fourth quarter. And if Dallas can hold, you're getting even more rest for your starting five who have played heavy minutes in your first 8 games of the season. James, that one doesn't go as Awafam is fouled by James on the rebound.
Third, the compete, though, we're talking about the compete level, right? I mean, it's a 21-point game. Clearly, looked like Awa had the rebound, but James wasn't relenting.
No.
Trying to give that extra effort to see if he can come up with the ball. And you know what? With 19 second chance points, it's been working well for them.
Here's Cook attacking. Too strong on the layup. Johnson comes up with a loose ball rebound, lays it up and in. And listen, with a young team too, Amy, you want that compete level from them, even though they're down big right now. You want to see them try to compete defensively as Clark hits a 3 for the Wings.
Yeah, that's non-negotiable. Like, that's non-negotiable because you are going to get your pieces, and every day can you say, hey, we've taken a step forward, we've learned something. And especially when it is in some ways, we already showed you this, the history and tradition of winning in Seattle is so great. And so you do feel like they're putting together something special. That buzzword is culture, but part of rebuilding or reestablishing that is competing the entire time.
Alicia Clark might be part of this Wings team, but she understands that Storm history very well. Got a couple of titles in her time in Seattle and also got one with the Las Vegas Aces. 3 seconds for Sims. Acrobatic layup doesn't go, and a shot clock violation is called on Dallas. So Seattle, can they try to capitalize? Not necessarily scoring wise, but sometimes just, are you running the play the right way? Are you getting the right reads? That's all part of capitalizing off of a turnover.
Yeah, they're small victories, executing regardless of what the score is. And I mean, you see Dolson right now communicating to Heidemann, like, let's do this, let's run this. And we talked about Dolson leadership earlier, and that's just another example of it.
Dolson is familiar with being a veteran on a young team. There's Johnson, back tap by Dolson. Johnson with it, trying to split the defenders with the length of her arms.
And she did. I mean, she's so long, underhand. She talked to us earlier about going with 2 feet in the paint. Sometimes the 1 foot, that was, I believe it looked like a 1-footer, but I mean, that's her natural. It's athletic.
Alicia Clark fouled and will head to the free throw line. Third foul on Flau'jae Johnson. And the Women's U.S. Open begins on Thursday at 2 p.m. Listen, I'm excited for this one because the experienced players, they got something to prove. The young ones, I mean, they're just fighting for proving themselves. But I mean, I don't know that. What are you doing Thursday?
I was gonna say, I know you love your golf, and so I know you. I'm not gonna lie. You know, if it's not fast paced, I respect the precision of those players, but I want to see like hitting. I'm a contact sport person, so you enjoy it for the both of us. I mean, I'm the person that would be chatting and going. I'm not the etiquette golf
You're
fan
more
right
of like
here.
a Monday Night Raw kind of.
I'm the Happy Gilmore golfer.
That's my type of golf as well.
Okay.
Listen, take me. I'm not gonna give away free. Natisha Heidemann called for the foul. I'm not gonna give away free promotions here, but the place where you can golf for fun and eat and have beverages, take me there and you'll see me Happy Gilmore golf. It's a good time. Dolson with the block. James got it back and then deflected out of bounds, by Cook. And a timeout on the floor. Commissioners cut.
Probably not going to happen, but there's a good chance they're going to win this game not playing the style that they necessarily want, like finding a different way to win. That's what the best teams do, because every night's going to be different for you, but the biggest goal is always the W, the win. I mean, they're one of the top field goal percentage teams in the league. They shoot close to 47%. They're at 37 right now. They're not hitting shots. They're not getting out and running in fast break, yet they've still found a way to get this game in their favor. And so we've seen them beat the Liberty. We've seen them beat Vegas. And now they're taking care of business against the depleted Seattle team. And so those are the boxes that you want to check early if you actually believe you can do something special.
They have a 66-43 lead here with 5.5 to play in the fourth quarter. They won't play again until Friday in LA. Heidemann off the mark. Clark with the rebound for Dallas. Seattle will head home to play on Wednesday.
And so it's just over 2 games in a week for Dallas. So you have to take advantage and find ways to like freshen up or sharpen up. And you certainly use this game to do that.
We think about Agumawale, limited minutes on Thursday against Vegas due to illness. Alana Smith didn't play due to illness and was questionable coming into this one, but she was feeling okay. Flajay Johnson is hit in the face, shaken up. As Sims coming back the other way and will get called for a foul in her favor. And knowing, just from our conversation this morning with Flajay, as Horston picks up the first foul, I will be interested to see her response on Wednesday from this game, because she has said herself, I have a lot of pressure on me that I put on myself for the way I want to perform, and I have to remember to give myself grace. This is one of those moments. Give it grace, but also learn from it.
Yeah, it's like you feel a little bit for her, because coming into this game and these last 2 losses, Flajay shot 6 for 22 from the field, right? And so she expects more from herself. She's going to get some help. She's going to get some help when players come back too, but she certainly, I think, understands the position she's in with Seattle, the expectations. There's another example there of just, she's going to get called for a charge, trying to act. She doesn't care that it's a bit of a blowout right now, trying to make something happen. And this is new. I mean, I'm so impressed with listening to her speak. I listened to her speak a couple weeks ago. She's asked about the new CBA, and she said that she felt 2 words: gratitude to the players that got the league here, but then responsibility to continue what the W has been. And I mean, I just think her mind's in the right place.
Horston with another block here. One of those players who was part of getting them to this point is now guarding her, and Alicia Clark, part of the executive committee that was in those arduous, long 12, 14-hour days to get it done.
I mean, I was tired because I was like checking Twitter at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm just kidding. I mean, I certainly was.
Yeah, we all
wasn't, right?
We were all on pins and needles
you roll
waiting.
over and you just scroll down real quick and let the feed refresh. I mean, but it was incredible for that group of women and some of the things that they advocated for and were able to solidify for the future of these athletes. And so when you look at Flajay and you look at AZ and so many of these young, excellent players, yes, it is their responsibility to carry the torch.
Mecca Blumepe, the president, I think Brianna Stewart, also part of the executive committee. The fact that you have these veterans still playing in their prime, focusing not only on the now, but the future, to be able to pass the torch knowing it will be in good hands. It's not easy to be in that position and focus on the future as well, too, when you also want to focus on your success for yourself. Segris with the offensive board. Another one, that time, a whistle and a foul going to be called on Jade Melvin. And Coach Rahman is going to test out the challenge ability again.
Melvin, I think Coach knows her player. He's using her fouls tough.
We'll take a timeout and see what the decision is. hammer this one, we'll put a bow on it, but we'll also get you set for down the road because we've got a doubleheader Wednesday coming up and some great matchups this week, especially with it being Commissioner's Cup time. I love June.
And this is why you love the W. What you just saw was so many different, like kids, older couples dancing.
After review, the defender uses her left hand to take the shooter's hand off of the ball. Therefore, the defensive foul stands. The challenge is unsuccessful. Seattle will lose this challenge and the timeout, and play will resume from the point of interruption.
All right, Angelica Suffren giving us the adjudication on that challenge.
Watch Melvin's offhand. Yeah, you can see a little tap on the wrist, and certainly enough to displace the shot. I know she doesn't love it. Like I said earlier, I'm with, like, you want to use, like, that was a very gentle foul, but it certainly was the right call. But it's an honor when coaches burn challenges on you. And both of them, the coach challenged her both. You get a look. This is what I love too, communicating.
Yeah.
I love when the officials communicate to the players and the coaches. That's all you can ask for, right? What did you see? Why did you make your decision? And there she's communicating to coach too. This is excellent work right there.
Both free throws good for Maddie Segrist. So now Coach Rahman is 5-1 on the season in challenges. Here's Johnson. And Elijah Johnson gonna head to the free throw line. Alicia Clark called for the foul. And if he wanted to, Jose Fernandez does have his challenger.
I was just thinking that. Are we gonna pull it?
I don't think he's going to use it.
I don't think he is. I think I'm gonna say I will look forward to hear what coach says after the game. I love his pressers because he is very raw and organic, and whether you like it or not, he's telling you how he feels, which we don't always get, right?
Correct.
And so I love that. And yeah, it's been a tough game for them in terms of they haven't necessarily done the things that they want to do, especially when I talk about the scoring. They want to score 90 plus a game, but here they are. I mean, holding a team to 46 points is something to be really proud of, because that's something that Dallas defensively has been a point of emphasis.
They're going to count the bucket and the foul for Isaiah James.
Leading scorer, Isaiah James. And leading scorer with, by the way, 13 points. Another backdoor cut. We've seen her go burn Seattle a couple times now. That time it's on the baseline. It's just a lovely read and a quick reaction.
Couldn't complete the three-point play. Lee Rue checking into the ball game here for Dallas. And listen, you talked about in the open and in the first quarter that Seattle, we're going to have to play in the mud. And it's almost on the flip side, Dallas having to play in the mud because, to your point, that magic number of 90 not working in their favor tonight, but they're still finding a way.
Well, when I woke up this morning and said, hey, Amy, Dallas is going to have 70 points with 3 minutes left, I would have thought this was a much closer game, because this would have favored what Seattle wanted, but they just haven't been able to hit shots. They're 17 for 57 from the field.
Under 3 minutes to go.
And I appreciate and I love good defensive teams, but the reality is these players are so good now that you're going to also have to score to win games.
Here's James. Sims attacking, poke from behind by Melvin. Sims got it back. Giroux, a little hesitation going baseline, cut off by Fong. And it's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with Dallas with 6 on the shot clock.
6 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see that cup. Here we go. Let's get to it. Let's go, Williams.
4 seconds. James. Count the bucket and the foul. How about Isaiah James, Amy, off the bench 15 points, leading all scorers.
Well, her toughness, like she almost embraces the contact and she's not scared to take it. Watch the one dribble. And by the way, she doesn't get any help on the screen there. And she shoots with her left. Like that's her inside hand. That's a tough shot maker right there. I just keep going back to what Jose Fernandez told us earlier today. He said easy wins at Dallas, those days are done. And this team has done enough now. I know it's early in the season, but when you look at some of their signature wins early, I think it's fair to say that no one's underestimating this Wings team.
Flau'jae Johnson connects from distance. That's just the third made three for Seattle in this ball game. And a holding foul called on Jade Melvin. And Jade will foul out of the ball game. Alicia Clark will head to the free throw line for Dallas.
I know you were mentioning seeing the response of Flau'jae on Wednesday night. I want to see the response of Jade Melvin. You know, she's been frustrated tonight with her whistle, I think, but she's responded also in some big ways. Another player that only in her fourth season, she's relatively young. I mean, she averaged 6 points a game last season at Washington. She got more opportunity early on in this season, and so this continues to be about taking steps forward, learning, growing, and responding to so many of these Seattle players.
A late whistle for Flau'jae Johnson. And they're going to send Flau'jae Johnson to the free throw line. And we'll take a look at the upcoming national TV schedule for the WNBA. Phoenix and Minnesota will follow us at 10 p.m. You can find that on Peacock. And then Wednesday, the Liberty hosting the Tempo, Seattle hosting the Mercury. And then Thursday, Atlanta heads to Indy, and Golden State goes to the Twin Cities. For more on these games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
And I'm looking at the Toronto at New York, and that's going to be interesting because the Tempo, they've got something going on with Marina Mabry and Brittany Sykes and Kiki Rice. They're also missing some big front court players, but they're cutting out some tough wins. And Niara Sabli and the return of Sandy Brondello to New York. Sorry, I should have started there. But the Liberty,
the lead.
Oh my. But the Liberty also struggle a little bit, missing some bodies. They're starting to put it together too. So I think that's going to be a really fun one, that early one. And then I'll stick around the second one because Megan's calling it, you know. And it'll be another one. I want to see the Seattle team respond to a Phoenix team that also not the start anyone was anticipating.
Zach Cook going to get whistled for the foul. Yes, I will be in Seattle alongside Leah B. Olson and Paris Lawson, who I'm very excited to get to work with for the first time this season. It's unfortunate as to why I get to work with her for the first time this season. And Paris and family, I will leave it there.
Yeah, I was going to say, Megan, where are you going with this? I'm not saying anything. Paris and
Leaving it there.
covers the Oklahoma State.
I had a rooting interest in that game.
I mean, yeah. But that's a fun side too.
Turnover. Here's Pham. Johnson. Under a minute to go now here in the fourth quarter. And not just the offense, but James trying to come up with a steal. They're going to get a loose ball foul called on Flau'jae Johnson.
I thought that was just I thought it was just a good
50-50.
hustle and a good scramble between two players. I know Flau'jae's frustrated, but you just take a breath and you got to start regrouping and recalibrating. You got another big one coming up in a couple nights at home.
Flau'jae Johnson fouls out of this ball game. And it is tough to acclimate from the college system or overseas to the W. It is a faster paced game. The players are stronger, bigger. How about coach talking to her rookie? What do you learn from this? How do you bounce back?
Well, that's what I think you're seeing right now. You're seeing a player that wants more and is expecting more for herself, but you also see coach go over a quick instruction. Hey, we got a lot of basketball to play. You're going to be okay. I really want to get Izzy and Dom back out there for Flage, because we were talking about defense. I said, it's going to be real nice when they're sitting behind you with their arms up, right? I mean, it's a whole package thing, because let's not forget, Seattle does want a free flow. You've got to get stops to get out and play that way too.
James off the mark on that one. Shot clock turned off here for Cook. And Seattle trying to run the floor. It'll stay with the Storm with 15.8 on the clock. It's a 44-game season, and Flage has only played 9 games in her rookie season. Lots of basketball to be played here.
And I always have so much respect for those high draft picks. Most of them come off college runs, right? Usually a little bit later, and all of a sudden you're in a W training camp and you're out there.
Haley Samuelson hit the corner 3 and had a word with Paige Beckers. The UConn Husky connection, but it is Dallas. Amy, they got one against the Liberty. Everybody said, okay, this is something. And then they did it against Las Vegas, and everybody perked up. And now you have answered. You do it against 2 of the better teams in the league with talent-wise, and now you solidify a good win against Seattle.
Yeah, I think this win is just as important as the other 2, finding ways to win against anybody, regardless of who's out there. And that's what the best teams do. So huge step forward for the Dallas Wings tonight.
They get their biggest win of the season. 23 points.